Hello, my friends. Welcome back. My name is K, and this is the K Plays While Toon leveling project where we level one toon of every playable race in the game. How are you doing? I hope you're doing very well. I'm doing fine. Today's episode is going to be our second State of the Union address. Now, if you can see on my screen, which I believe you can, I am recording this before the pre-patch happens. I do record these videos a few days in advance, so I am currently just a couple of days away from pre-patch, and I am taking a break in my recording sessions to get some video editing done, get some things uploaded and scheduled out, and also to do this State of the Union address and to talk about our future plans and what we're going to focus on between now and the expansion pack coming out. So, first off, let's go and do the rundown of our toons right now. We have Thance. Thance is our human rogue. He's an assassination rogue, and he's currently level 48, hanging out in Zangarmarsh. He is the one where we are quest stacking an entire quest log full of quests, running out and doing them, coming back and turning them in for great fun and great profit. Uh, really enjoying Thance, the assassination rogue, leaning very heavily towards making this my main character going into the war within. So, more about him in a few minutes. He currently has herbalism and skinning as his professions. Next up, we have Javian. Javian is our arcane mage, our Nightborn arcane mage, currently level 38. She is hanging out in Frostfire Ridge, working on the garrison and going through the Draenor quests. Fun thing about her is that she used to be fire, and now she is arcane. I really wasn't feeling the fire combat style for this character specifically. It just wasn't matching and meshing well with me, so she became arcane, and we've been taking off ever since then. She currently has tailoring and skinning as her professions, and so far so good. So far so good with her. We have Radis, our restoration druid, our Kultiran restoration druid. She has been sort of hanging out by herself in Stormwind, not really doing much. I've been working on getting some better transmog for her. That's kind of what I've been doing in Remix a little bit there, is buying a bunch of transmog so that she's got some more things to wear. I don't have a lot of leather, plate, or mail transmog items right now, but pre-patch, that all will change. By the time you see this, pre-patch will have been out for at least a week, so it'll be well behind in the future, in the past, for all of you. So I'm talking to you from the past. She's been sort of hanging out, not really doing much in the last couple of weeks. um so doing some dungeon healing, leveling up very slowly but surely. Radis currently has enchanting and inscription as her professions. She's level 43. We're going to get her brought up quite a bit here in the next couple of episodes, friends. Next up is Alan our Devastation Evoker Drakthir. Alan is currently level 65 out on the Anaran Plains. I think you saw that episode yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. Really struggling personally with the Drakthir or Evoker playstyle. I don't really understand the combat or the implications of it, how it's supposed to work, how the spells intertwine. It hasn't quite clicked into my brain yet. Once it does, we're off to the races. Alan currently has mining and herbalism as his professions, and again, he's level 65. Next up are our remix toons. We have Detmer, the Restoration Shaman, level 70. Detmer is quite fun, quite fun. They don't have any professions in remix though, and again, these will be here till August 19th, so a little while longer before they're released out into the wild and we get to do some stuff with them, but quite fun leveling this one up. We have Saru. Saru is the Blood Elf Paladin. Again, another remix character at level 70. And it was really a lot of fun leveling him through dungeons, not gonna lie. I feel like Paladins were really putting a lot of damage in Remix prior to level 70 anyway. It was a lot of fun. And then we have Burnham, our Pandaren Mistweaver monk. She's super cute. I love her. Um, Monk healing, not my favorite. Why is your offhand twiggling like that? I don't know. Um, Monk healing is not my favorite. We might turn this into a damage dealer. We'll see once we get out into the real world and play around with it. She may be um, our last remix character. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure. I need to plan professions for these three. We'll get to that once they come out of the out of remix and into the war within. We're not going to worry about that too much until they're out of the new expansion. I did save some names here. I may or may not use them. I don't have any plans for these, but I have saved the names just in case. If you see a theme and you know the theme, let me know in the comments. I would love to use the Jacopo name. I love it. So, all right. Before we get into our gold making efforts and currently what's happening in our gold making toons, I do want to talk about plans for the future, what's happening with the leveling. So with the thought that I want to take my rogue into the war within as my main, very much considering that, we are going to be questing very heavily on him, running dungeons, getting him leveled up as quickly as possible. In the pre-patch, we're able to continue Chromie time to level 70 using any of the expansion packs. So we're going to be able to do the rest of the levels fairly quickly in Outland. And then we will be ready for the War Within once that becomes available to us. That's exactly what we're going to do with the Rogue. He's going to stay in Outland. And we're going to focus heavily on getting him leveled up and getting him prepared for what's to come in the next couple of months. So the next few videos you see might be on the Rogue exclusively. And I will probably be switching up with Radis, our druid here. We're going to run dungeons, get her leveled up as well. I want her to be part of the experience of the War Within. I like to go in with at least 2 different character types to a brand new expansion, be it a damage dealer and a healer, or a tank and a healer, or some mixture of the two. And these two I'm going to go into the expansion pack with, running full force. And it is breaking with tradition with me, friends, because, and I will show you the other realm that I play on currently, anyway. This mage right here, Tekoa. I have had this mage since the beginning of time. Now, Tekoa has gone through many changes, many faction changes, many race changes over the years. I have gone with my gut feeling and what I wanted to play at the time, and I didn't want to lose that experience that I've had with this character for the entire time. We're gonna stay as this race for the time being, and I was going to bring this character into the War Within with me as my first leveling character, that is, but I don't think that's going to happen anymore, and that's okay. That's okay. I'm really loving the rogue playstyle. Now, it's not to say that I won't bring this character through, because I absolutely will, but it's not going to be my main focus. And that's the first time I've ever said that in an expansion pack before, friends. This character was created in Vanilla WoW, probably on like the 2nd week that it was open. And it's a tough call. It's a tough call, but I just don't want to, I don't want to jive with the mage right now. I'm really struggling with finding the connection to the mages right now. So we'll see how that goes. The other characters that I have had that you have probably seen on the channel itself, I have Kardake the Druid. This was the Restoration Druid leveled in the No Commentary series, and I have 2 remix characters that I just was playing around with. Absolutely redonkulous. I may do another long form no commentary video leveling another character in remix. We have a few days to go left, friends, but I don't know if I'm going to. I don't know. I might just continue playing one of these or the other 3 that we have, get up some bronze, and maybe buy some more things. But as of right now, I have purchased every mount that's available, and that was really my main goal. And now I'm just going in and filling in some of the transmog pieces that I don't have, um, which to say is not a lot. I didn't do a lot of raiding during Mists of Pandaria, so a lot of the raiding sets are not in my wheelhouse yet. Maybe they will be by the time Remix is over. We'll see. Let's go back to our gold making toons and let's talk about that for a second. So stockpile is our main bank toon. Stockpile, it receives all of the green, blue, and purple transmog pieces and all recipes, materials, anything that's sellable in the auction house that will actually sell, that is not gray or white transmog goes to stockpile. Now we started stockpile with 1,000 gold. Was it 1,000 or 100? I forget. Um, but it was gold that we had farmed on other characters through the leveling process. We sent it all to stockpile, and we are currently sitting on 60,774 gold. It's not terrible, but it's not great. I will tell you this though, friends. We have 297 auctions posted on this toon specifically, worth 4.8 million gold. A lot of that is transmog pieces that are larger in number. I do have some that are below 100, but as we start to build up a bank of money, friends, I will limit what I sell to only things that are 100 gold or more as far as transmog goes. But as we're getting established and started, I want to have over 100,000 gold before I start to be picky about what I sell. Just going through the pieces here, we've got some recipes and some things. Quite a few items that are worth a decent amount of money. Mammoth gun of the fire flash. Let's see. Let's see what you look like. Oh, okay. I don't know if it's worth 200,000 gold to me, but maybe it will be to somebody. We've got a couple patterns that are worth a lot of money. Some plans here. The big one is going to be this rat cloak. I do not believe that this will ever sell for the 2 or 3 million gold that it's listed at, friends. But it is not a bad cloak. It looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. And we're lucky enough to have one of those to put on the auction house. What else do we have here, friends? Anything of note that I can think of or see as we're scrolling through? Vengeance staff with a quick blade. What is this? It matches the cloak. Look at that. That looks kind of cool. So we've just been doing some dungeon farming on our 70s. We've also been doing some a little bit of farming on the characters that we're leveling and taking anything that we pick up as we're leveling and sending it over to stockpile to send up and put up in the auction house. And it's been decent. It's been decent. I know getting gold at this point during expansion pack is pretty difficult. I suspect transmog sales will increase greatly starting next week for me during the pre-patch. I don't know. I don't know for sure, but I love selling transmog. I love farming it. I love keeping the auction house supplied and, you know, put enough auctions up and you're always going to have a sell, even if it's not a ton of money. So earlier today, I did pick up about 20,000 gold off of the auction house today. So that was a pretty nice amount of work for the last couple of days worth of questing. It's been quite nice. It's been quite nice. Dress for Less is our white and gray transmog toon. I sent Dress for Less 1,000 gold, currently sitting at 3.9 thousand, almost 4,000 gold. All of that is from sales, friends. I ain't got it. You don't currently, we also have 494 items on the auction house worth just over 107,000 gold. These do sell. They do sell, but they take a while. They do take a while. So I keep those I keep those separate from my regular transmog. I don't check them as much. I don't run cancel scans. I don't do any of that. The techniques that you typically would do with a beginner gold maker on a new server. I just throw them up there for 48 hours, and every 3 or 4 days I go in, clean out the mailbox, throw them back up, and just see what happens. Uh, so far, again, probably about 3,000 gold in sales, which is not bad considering it's something I don't really touch all that much, and I just send all the white and gray transmog gear to it. We will eventually be a little picky with what we do with these pieces, and there even is, some decision to be had and to be made about the idea of just getting rid of the gray and white transmog sales altogether. So that is something I'm also considering. If I do that, friends, I'm going to learn every piece of transmog I have. But that is quite all right. So to wrap it up, we've had a lot of progress on our toons in the last little while. A great mixture of 30s, 40s, 60s, and 70s all the way across the board. We're starting to fill out our professions. And we have our focus for the next month. So we're going to focus on the rogue, we're going to focus on the druid, and prepping ourselves for the war within. So it is going to be quite an adventure. I hope you stick around. I will also, during the pre-patch, potentially be leveling a character using the pre-patch event only. That if the numbers on beta are, equaling that of the pre-patch, which as of the posting of this video, this event is live a couple of days ago. So you may know more than I do right now, friends. If the experience points levels and things are on the beta are anything to be measured with what's in live, it'll rival that of remix. So that might be something that we do. Not quite sure yet. Not quite sure yet, but that's going to round it up for today, friends. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to get back to recording more videos for you. Looking forward to all things pre-patch, all things World of Warcraft, ready for the expansion pack, because believe me, I am very, very excited for the War Within. I poked my head into the beta a little bit, played some of the intro quests, and oh my goodness, that's going to be a fun time. So anyway, until next time, my friends, thank you so much for watching. If you like what you've seen, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, leave me a comment. We'll have a little chit chat down below. And until next time, have a good one.